Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm on to begin my creative design team project for Tracie Fox, and I am using the MK7 Compendium VFs Kit, or Compendium VFs MK7, whichever way you want to say it. This is absolutely gorgeous. So there are some full pages. You could use these as the back side to these pages, but I've printed them out separately for now. So, and then and then I printed my own paper on the other side. So this one you'll see quite faintly, it's a blue dyed page. I just did that because a lot of the time I like to use these singularly and have writing spot on the other side. So I thought I would do that. So I got that one. Aren't they gorgeous? That one. So I think I printed my blue pages on the other side of the ones that had sort of blues in them. Yeah. And then what did I print on there? Oh, tea dyed. But it came out quite sort of orangish, which is nice. Look at the gorgeous flowers. I just love it. I really wanted to work with this one this month. So the ones with some pink in, I've done my avocado dyed paper. I've printed that on the back. And then you get your big tags. And then smaller tags, medium-sized, I would say. Then you get smaller ones and some of her page tabs. And some you can use for journaling cards. Just beautiful pictures. And you've got your paperclip slips and your banners. Some pockets. And page tabs. Then you've got a page of beautiful cutouts. Ephemera pieces that you can use to layer with. So gorgeous kit. So we will start doing something with it. So I have here a whole lot of the tags and journaling cards. I also have some adverts and that I've cut out of I think it was a 1957 gardening magazine. So I'm just using my Helmar tacky glue here to stick one of the adverts onto one of the journal cards. Adds a bit of interest. They've got such a beautiful patina on them, nice and brown. Then I'm raiding my stash of ribbon scraps that I have way too many of. I'm thinking I might try using those to embellish a little bit. So I grab a piece that will wrap the whole way around the card. Sort of lining it up with the line on my table to try and get it straight. Just folding that front piece over and sticking it down. And then I'll do the same on the back of the journal card as well. Something a bit different. I didn't have a plan, so I'm just going with it. Then I decide to tie a bow. It's always risky to tie bows on camera. So, yes, something I can never get them looking nice like everyone else does, but that's all right. I persevere. So it just takes me forever to get it sort of the length I want and sitting how I want. So be thankful I sped it up for you. And then, because it's just a single knot, I don't want it to come apart, but I don't want to stick glue in the middle of the knot in case it wets it and that. So I cut the little ends off of my ribbon, and then I decide to stick the ends down just lightly. And then I also stick a bit of each of the bow sides down as well, just the underneath piece, so you still get the height that the bow gives. Still looks quite natural, but it's not going to move around and hopefully not going to come undone. I think that looks really pretty. It is so hard sticking much onto these because the pictures on them are just gorgeous, so I didn't really want to do too much. I'm also keeping the journal that I'm doing quite simple. It's going to have a fair bit in it, but it's going to be quite simple. I'm not doing much embellishment. It's more about the colours. So again, just sticking one of the adverts down. Finding a nice pink ribbon. I found a whole lot of those vintage gardening magazines recently. I got a box full of them, and I'm so glad I did grab them because those adverts are heaps of fun to use. They were a marketplace find. Don't think I'm getting this one very straight, but oh well. And then again, trying to tie my treacherous bow. Just tacking the ends down again. These will make very sweet little journaling spots. Next thing I want to do is make a couple of tags. So I've got the medium-sized tag from the kit and a little one that matches it. And I'm just sticking on the side and the bottom so that it creates a tuck spot with that little tag. Again, I don't want to cover up much of the beautiful pattern, so I'm doing that with this second tag as well. Now I have backed all of my tags and journal cards with end book page, just blank end book page, just to make them more sturdy. So I've got some of my floral trim here. I'm just cutting a couple of the little bits out of that. So I've just got one of the singular pieces there to put on the little tag. I decide it needs a tab, so I'm going through and grabbing the page tabs that come with the kit. And I decide that I will punch my whale tail tab out of those as they match the design on the tag. I shouldn't have cut this first one to put because it makes it hard to hold to put in there. I know you can add sticky tape and stuff to do this with, but I tried with my tweezers and got there in the end. So I managed to cut the two sides of the tab out of one of the page tabs that come in the kit. So I'll just stick one of them to the front of the top and then the other one to the back. I'm trying not to ink everything in this journal, but I did ink just around the tabs, just a tiny little bit. I'm not inking the tags, so. And then I decide to stick the other two bits of my floral trim on the tag and up the top of the tab there. And that's it, really, really simple, but just highlights the beautiful tags, I think. So I want to slip something in the tuck spots, so I grab a bigger ad out of the magazine and I'm backing that as well onto my end book page. And I can chop that out and that creates another little journaling spot that I can slip into my tuck spot. I do ink that just a little bit. And that's that tag done. So now I've just got to finish off the other one that we put together. Do it very similar. I've got another one of the adverts there to back. Ink it a little bit. I just find that the adverts just need that tiny little bit of ink around the edges. It's very hard to not ink everything in your journal sometimes. So it's a lot easier to punch the tab pieces out of one of those tabs if you don't cut it in half first. So I find some floral trim to go on this one. I decide on the yellow because I've only got red and pinks. Otherwise, pink would have looked all right. But I do have a couple of other tags that I might do, and they're more pink with the flowers, so I'll probably put pink trim on those. And that's it all done. So that was fun, and I really enjoyed making these. Very simple, little bit fiddly with the bows. I'm very not good at tying bows, and even worse when I've got the camera on. But I do love these, and I'll probably make a whole lot more in a similar vein. So with these ones, I just used the small adverts and then got some of my scrap ribbon and stuck it down and tied a bow. Love the way they look, so there'll be some neat little journal cards. And then I grabbed these medium-sized tags from the kit and added one of the little tags as a tuck spot. Used some of my floral trims. And then I've used an advert from the magazine that I have also backed onto some end book page, so that can be written on as well. So I really love those. They are beautiful. I love this kit so much. Very hard to cover up these bits and pieces much because the prints on them are just stunning. So I'm really loving how my journal's coming along. I shall have another video doing probably the pockets and some more tags or something soon, and then you will see a flip through of the finished project by the end of the month. So make sure you go and check out the other people on the Tracie Fox creative design team. There is a link to them down below. They are absolutely amazing and do stunning pieces. Massive thank you to Tracie for the beautiful kit. And all of Tracie's social media links are down below, as is the link to the MK7 kit that I'm using here, which is just beautiful. So take care of yourselves, happy crafting, and I will see you again soon. Bye.